chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Saints take over first.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. DJ Waddle, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints have moved out in front. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. To throw is Breeze. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at a quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
20-yard line.
Third and long for Cousins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the INT, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. That is caught inside the 5. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mike Burton, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 35.
Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's taken down here by the the Saints. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
4th down, Cousins, flush to his right. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Cousins on target there to Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
1st down, here's Cousins. They're quickly to Thielen here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the red zone now, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Cousins gives way to Cook. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. B.C. Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. You got the slim lead late.